It's that time in a Nintendo console's life once again. Smash is coming to the Nintendo Switch, and fans are already at each other's throats about who should join the roster. Goku! Sans! Crash! Pyra! But there's one fight in particular that rages over the internet, dominating Twitter feeds and other social media posts. Daisy versus Waluigi. I kid you not, loyalists on both sides are tearing each other apart, all to please the Nintendo overlord. And this doesn't just happen between these fans. No, this toxic arguing affects almost anybody who posts their wants or don't wants for Smash. And I'm not talking about, "Aw, you forgot my favorite character." It's more like, "How dare you forget the almighty being that is my favorite Nintendo character, you vile piece of garbage. Your biased commentary will bring upon you a swift and painful trip to hell."
Calm down, son. It's just a drawing.
Of course, I understand that this is a very loud and passionate minority, while the majority just want to see more love for their favorite character. So I want to take a closer look at these two backseat characters. Who belongs in Smash? Daisy or Waluigi? We'll take a look at the history of these characters and their potential Smash movesets in order to determine a winner. Let's settle this once and for all. Making her first appearance in 1987, Princess Daisy is the ruler of Sarasaland, the setting of Super Mario Land on the Game Boy. Taking the place of Princess Peach as the damsel in distress, Daisy was saved by our favorite vigilante plumber, who wears red, from the evil clutches of Tatanga. And that's it. Good night, everybody! Unfortunately, Super Mario Land is the only mainline title game that Daisy appears in, and for a good 10 years, Daisy saw little screen time, although she did make a minor appearance as Luigi's caddy in NES Golf. Then in 1999, she made her return in Mario Tennis for the Nintendo 64, as a playable character no less. This sparked her newfound career in multiplayer spin-off games. Excluding cameos, Daisy has appeared in 57 games, soon to be 58 with Aces. Of course, most fans probably know her from the Mario Sports and Party games, and I wager you either fell in love with her in Strikers or learned to loathe her in Double Dash. There's no denying that Princess Daisy is usually referred to as a Peach clone, but can you really blame them? Peach even has a Smash 4 skin based on Daisy's color palette. Until maybe Mario Party 4, I thought Daisy was more or less a color swap for Peach.
But I don't think that anymore. She's a completely different woman.
And I'm not just talking about her design difference, which is fairly obvious. More like her personality has come out here and there as time goes on. Since Mario Party 3, Daisy is sometimes described as a tomboy in her in-game bios. You can really see that in her dialogue in games like Mario Party 3 and Fortune Street. Although, to be fair, Fortune Street is more Square Enix than Nintendo, but that's besides the point. However, I think her mannerisms don't really reflect this tomboy personality very well. And maybe that's a reason why people see her as a Peach clone. Not to say Peach is the most unique character out there, but they're both fairly mild in how they act. Maybe it's a royalty thing.
Ah, but you're forgetting about Strikers.
Oh, you mean the game based on the sport known for its over-the-top celebrations? Oh, yeah, because everyone's personality is not exaggerated in the slightest. Except for Wario and Waluigi, that's spot on. Daisy's love life also seems to be a hot topic among the Mario fanbase, with many shipping her with Luigi. Although you can't really blame them, it's almost considered canon at this point, with Nintendo themselves hinting at it on multiple occasions. Daisy's trophy in Melee reads, "Some gossips started portraying her as Luigi's answer to Peach." Rude, but understandable. There's also a gold statue in Mario Kart Wii on Daisy's circuit, of Luigi and Daisy twirling and dancing, or throwing each other. I'm not exactly sure which. Not to mention Mario Party usually couples the two together. But perhaps the biggest clue for the Luigi OTP is found in Mario Party 4, supposedly. In the official guide, Daisy's bio states that Luigi has a crush on Daisy, and the feelings seem to be mutual. It also says that Waluigi has a crush on her, but more on that later. Also, one minor disclaimer, I wasn't able to find the bio online to confirm any of that, but I'm not spending the money on the Mario Party 4 official guide anytime soon. I have more important things to buy with my money, thank you very much. Continuing on with her bio, Daisy relinquished her monarchy powers, becoming more of a figurehead like the Queen of England, and currently resides in the Mushroom Kingdom as a foreign delegate. She spends her copious amount of free time practicing the popular sports of the season, and is often seen practicing with former tennis partner Princess Peach. Rumors as of late say Daisy is moving her into her longtime on and off boyfriend's mansion. Wait a minute, who wrote this Wikipedia article? Freaking Daisy fans! As for her potential Smash moveset, she could be the Mario Sports rep and utilize a tennis racket, tennis club, or soccer ball. But that would be too easy and not that interesting. So what if she used her trademark Daisy Flower abilities to fight instead? In most of the sports and party games, Daisy has a flower effect associated with her moves, so adding that to Smash would be a no-brainer. Although I'm not entirely sure how that would work without sports. One other power she could use appears in Mario Striker's Charge. Instead of flowers, she uses crystal-based moves. While I'm not sure what that has to do with Daisy herself, I think it's fair game. Knowing this, Daisy could be a combination of sports, flowers, and crystals, whether as a clone of Peach or with her own moveset. Either way, I think she has some potential to make the Smash roster. It would be a shame for her not to make it eventually. Now you may be asking yourself, what is Waluigi? Well, my dear scholar, the Wa's history is deep, his lore inspiring, and his tales legendary. Surely you remember Super Waluigi World, where our lanky hero saved the Pickle Princess from the Toe Jam Fungus King. And who could forget Waluigi's Haunted Hospital? Classic. Hate to burst your bubble, but Waluigi's never had his own game. Not even as a bachelor in distress. His purpose in life is to fill an extra slot on the spin-off game roster. That's it. In fact, he also made his playable debut in Mario Tennis on the N64. But unlike Daisy, this was his first game ever. Since then, he's appeared as a playable character in over 50 games, but again, all party-related titles. There have, however, been quite a few cameos, including his outfit for Mario to wear with pride in Super Mario Odyssey. Much like what Wario is to Mario, Waluigi is the opposite rival to Luigi. Shocker, I know. Kinda mind-blowing, but stay with me. Both Wario and Waluigi exaggerate Mario and Luigi's physical features, meaning since Luigi is the thinner, taller brother, while Luigi is ridiculously skinny and tall with very bendable limbs. He's like the distant relative we all have that makes every family outing awkward and annoying. When he's not there, we love sharing stories about Cousin Waluigi's crazy antics. But then he overstays his welcome the moment he comes crashing through the door and won't stop hitting on your cousin's girlfriend. You still love him though, he's just so memeable! As for his personality, well, you can definitely say he's got a certain charm to him. Just an all-around ill-tempered, rude troublemaker. It's quite drastic when you compare him to the typically mild-mannered Mario gang. He's wacky, chaotic, weird, and scheming. With his partner in crime Wario, he's been causing trouble for Mario and his friends in many of the story-related sports games. You know, when sports games were actually fun. Waluigi also has a spicy love life, even if it is unrequited. Again, according to the Mario Party 4 guide, he has a not-so-secret crush on Daisy. Whether that's out of true love or Luigi envy, I don't know. But Daisy doesn't seem to be too keen on the idea. Sorry, Waluigi fans, it's not happening. But the real love story here is the inseparable bond between Waluigi and the internet. Of all the Nintendo characters, no one is memed more than this guy. Kirby and Shulk may be a close second. Maybe it's because he doesn't have his own game. Or because liking the unliked character is the cool, funny thing to do. Who knows? One thing I do know, however, it's Waluigi time! The Purple Menace's Smash moveset would basically be sporty, wacky, or both. The blatantly obvious choice would be to make his moves centered around sports. He uses a tennis racket in his assist trophy, so that's a potential move right there. But that's not terribly exciting. Instead, Waluigi could utilize some of his crazy special moves from the sports games. Remember when Waluigi flooded the entire court? Well, what if he did that in Smash? Except there's no water. He just swims in midair, whacking anybody who comes near with his long wingspan. He also could summon the power of wind to knock enemies off balance, like Diddy's bananas, or spin out of control like Rob. I guess what I'm trying to say is, Sakurai could make Waluigi's moveset almost anything he wants due to his chaotic nature. It would be up to Sakurai whether or not Waluigi represents his sports games or sticks to his craziness. Obviously, the outcry for both these underrepresented Nintendo characters is quite immense, so I doubt Sakurai is in the dark with these two. Unfortunately, Waluigi and Daisy are kind of in the same boat. Without a mainline game of their own, it's hard to make room for them on the massive roster. But it's not impossible. If characters like Rob and Duck Hunt can make it in Smash, I see no reason why Daisy or Waluigi couldn't make it as well. As for who is more likely to get in, oh boy, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I think Waluigi has a slightly higher chance of getting in. Don't hurt me. Hear me out before you try to kill me. I'm not saying one is more Nintendo than the other, and which you prefer is your own personal preference, but looking at it from a creative standpoint, there's just a little more to work with in Waluigi's case. You could almost give him any sort of chaotic, crazy moveset, and it would fit his character. Daisy, on the other hand, has flowers and crystals, which is a good start, but it's not as open-ended as Waluigi. That said, I think both these characters deserve to be in Smash, as they represent an important part of Nintendo's history. Sure, they may not have a game to call their own, Daisy does, but they've been a big part in spreading Nintendo fun to all ages. They have freaking amiibo! They don't just hand that out to anybody! Oh, wait. But if I have to choose one, I think I have to go with the least represented, most underappreciated, and greatest spin-off character to grace the Mushroom Kingdom. The Nintendo character who finally gets a place in Smash is Toad.
I'm the best!
Thank you so much for watching. Are you Team Daisy or Team Waluigi? Let us know politely in the comments below. If you like what you saw, then consider giving us a like and subscribe to our channel for more opinions and reviews. You can also support our team by donating to our Patreon for as little as $1. You'll get videos and podcast episodes earlier than everybody else, as well as other rewards. Goodbye, you good people! Cheaters!